What up, peeps? Joe Passarelli here, live. It's the Joe Passarelli channel, Joe Passarelli show. My apologies, hasn't been a plethora of content on this channel as of late. Wanted to thank all my loyal subscribers and followers for sticking with me. Of course, the Strike Zone has been on fire as of late, and will continue to be on fire this week with myself, Jason Jasnowski, Joe Passarelli, of course, myself, and the immortal one, Mike Sorkin, Nate Griss. Shout out to the whole family, Strike Zone. Big ups, 90.7 WXIN, RICradio.org, every Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. But, alright, folks, I'm here to talk about a real sad time right now, because I'm a huge 49ers fan, and it's like a Band-Aid being ripped off. I mean, I can't believe I've seen a lot of Eagles fans rant about trading McCoy and all of this, and as a Niners fan, I'm kind of sitting here like, are you serious? Like, what the hell? You're trading away, like, you're talking about trading away Colin Kaepernick. Patrick Willis, abruptly going to retire at the young age of 30, when this guy seemingly had years to go in a potential Hall of Fame, one of the all-time great careers. Abruptly retires without even delivering at the Niners a Super Bowl championship. I mean, this is crazy. I didn't realize his injuries were that severe. I certainly tip my hat to him, one of the greatest 49ers of this generation for sure, and arguably of all time. The longevity is going to hurt him, though. Lack of longevity. Unbelievable. I mean, like Patrick Willis, Justin Smith also retiring, Frank Gore, long-time Niners mainstay, signing a 2-year deal with Philadelphia to replace LaShawn McCoy. Oh, man. And then you're talking about trading the only piece left, Colin Kaepernick. I mean, a couple years ago, this team looked like they were poised for a run like the Seahawks just did with 2 straight Super Bowls. Niners, of course, were in 3 straight NFC championships, had the young coach, young team, not a lot of older players. Now, all of a sudden, 2 players in their prime retire, and Smith, and especially Patrick Willis. I mean, golly. Niner pride, seriously, but, I mean, this is certainly a lot to take in, and I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave and try to get views by screaming and eliciting a lot of negative energy. That's not really my style. Occasionally I'll go off like that, but quite frankly, I mean, it just kind of sucks, because I've been a fan of this team since the 80s with Montana, and of course Young. Really caught the end of Montana, and then Young in terms of the years I truly followed it. But always one of the first teams in sports I followed, along with the Yankees and Celtics. And one of the true great dynasties of all time. It's a shame they never got that 6th ring for the franchise. And now if Kaepernick gets traded, you know, supposedly a team like Buffalo or the Jets could get Kaepernick. I mean, that would certainly be a huge get. Unbelievable, folks. What are your thoughts? Patrick Willis abruptly retiring. Also, Justin Smith abruptly retiring. Obviously, Jim Harbaugh retreating on the Niners. Did he know something? Did he know this team was... I mean, he tried to get traded a couple of times. Did he know something was up with this team? This team is imploded. And now Gore's gone. The whole heart of the team's gone. Gore, Willis, Smith, Justin Smith, that is. And you're talking about trading Kaepernick. What's left? Your coach is gone. What is left? Talk about a team with so much potential to be a mainstay throughout the decade, just ripping it all apart out of nowhere, or getting ripped apart with abrupt retirings and free agent departures and coaching departures, and now if they trade Kaepernick, not that I think Kaepernick is the greatest in the world, but at this point, there's no better option out there, unless you're going to try to get a Mariota maybe, or one of the younger quarterbacks in the draft. But even still, I think Kaepernick's probably he's already led you to a Super Bowl. I think he's overthought things with being told to run less. I think he's an animal that needs to play to his own instincts, and I think he's been overcoached a little bit by Harbaugh, quite frankly. So I'm hoping he can stay with the Niners to keep some of really the last piece, sad to say, of this little mini run they've had in the 2010 era, with 3 straight NFC Championship appearances, 1 Super Bowl loss to the Baltimore Ravens in a great game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Joe Passarelli, folks. Of course, subscribe to the Joe Passarelli channel. Subscribe to Haley Imes and myself at the Wrestling Throwdown. New episodes of the Raw Review every Tuesday. We also have pay-per-view previews and reviews, NXT discussion, and a whole lot more. Certainly a channel y'all need to get up. Big shout out to Sean's View Entertainment. Notable YouTuber out there. I know he's been following myself and Haley and possibly networking with him in the works. Stay tuned. Of course, big shout out to Chris Sterling as well. So active in the Wrestling Throwdown and one of the best YouTubers I know. A good friend as well. A good man. A great wrestler for the RWA. And, you know, check him out, Mr. Sterling. He wrestles on the indies, but he's a great man as well and a great YouTuber. And look for a project where we discuss past and present WrestleManias coming soon to your YouTube and iPhone projection screens. Thank you very much. But I am Joe Passarelli. Like I said, the Strike Zone every Thursday. Looks like we're going to get Kurt Hawkins, now known as Brian Myers. So much more talent. Rumors that Patriots play-by-play man Bob Sochi may come on. A lot of great stuff lined up for the Strike Zone coming up. Of course, we're going to be live from ICW Friday night, March 20th, coming up. Queens Boulevard, Queens, New York. It's going to be something, folks. Strike Zone's going to be there. Tommy Dreamer, Samoa Joe, Armando Estrada, Brian Myers on that card. So check that out. Strike Zone each and every Thursday, ricradio.org. That's www.ricradio.org. Call in for your chance to talk on the air, win some cool prizes, and a whole lot more. 414-568-787, 414-569-9946. Subscribe to Haley Imes and myself at the Wrestling Throwdown. Y'all better subscribe to Joe Passarelli. Also, look up Joey Dice on YouTube if you're bored. Some entertaining stuff. Your station, your sports talk every Thursday, and your YouTube channel coming to you right now. Joe Passarelli. Y'all gotta hit that subscribe button. Patrick Willis. Wow. 49ers. Niner pride for life, but we in for some tumultuous times coming up in San Francisco. They're about to host WrestleMania. They're hosting the Super Bowl next year, but their Super Bowl thoughts of any time soon have just been ripped apart with the way this offseason has played out. Very tragic. I know, Niner fans, where you at? Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. It's Joe Passarelli. Peace.